Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's the fourth episode of the Evening Buzz tonight, and my name is Rod Davison, and I'm streaming here from Fresno, California. And I also have my partner online.
My name is Paul Charron, and I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, that boring little town out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, it's that's a pretty boring place.
Absolutely. Are we ready to kick this off, my friend? We're close.
I think we are. Yep,
It's
I think
7
we are.
o'clock. Let's do this.
So,
You're opening and you're ready to roll, Rod. Go ahead.
okay, sounds good. You and that intro, I like it. So tonight we're going to talk about some different marketing strategies with a system that Paul and I actually both use called MLSP. So if you guys are interested in a trial, you can go to this website right below my name here, Marketing Pro Success, and that'll put you into a free trial. So let's go ahead and get started.
Is it a free trial? Is it a free trial, or what is it? What are they doing right now?
No, there's a couple of different trials. There's one that's a 14-day trial for $10, and I think there's a 3-day trial for $2. So,
Okay,
you know,
cool.
just check it out. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the back office tonight, and we're going to just go through quickly all of the different marketing strategies that MLSP has available. And then in the coming weeks, we'll kind of break down each strategy a little more in depth. But tonight, we're just going to kind of briefly just go through each one that's available in the back office, just so everybody has an idea what is available. So let me go ahead and get my screen shared here.
Just a quick overview to confuse the hell out of everyone.
That's right.
There's a lot of great information back here, folks, and there should be no reason why you can't find one marketing technique that's going to work for your business. And we don't recommend getting more than probably one or two, right, Rod? I mean, you get too many and you're going to go a little bit nuts at first. You want to find a couple, lock into those, and then push through those first. And then once you get those up and running, then maybe you can like dip your toes in some of the other stuff. But highly recommend starting off with, you know, 1, 2, maybe no more than 3, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you know, what you really what you want to focus on is really to get really good at one first, and then as you add additionals down the road, those become, you know, pretty simple to implement. So, you know, it's really ideal. Find one that you're really passionate about, kind of stick to that, get really, really good at it, and then you can kind of branch out to some of the other ones. So there's roughly, you know, back in the MLSP back office, there's roughly about 20 different marketing strategies that they have really in-depth training on each one. Most of the strategies have some videos that go with them that some of the top earners have recorded, and they continually update those, so they always stay pretty current. So we're going to go ahead and start with the social networking, because that's obviously one of the big strategies that a lot of people are using now, because it's, you know, it's all about social networking now. So, you know, it's all about building relationships. That's you know, that's the big thing. So
You mean that tiny little website, Facebook, with 1 billion or so people on it? People are actually interested in that?
Yeah, that little one. Yeah. So Facebook marketing here, let me just open this one up and kind of give you guys an example. So if you see here, when you go into the Facebook, you can see there's I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 8 or 9 different videos back here. And I know Michelle Pesco-Solido, which is the queen of Facebook, has created all of these videos. You can see here there's even one that she's updated recently, because you know, there's always things changing in all of these strategies. You know, Facebook's always making new improvements, as well as, you know, YouTube and a lot of the different strategies. So just kind of wanted to quickly show you, you know, what kind of value that you're going to get back here. So that's, I mean, and that's just Facebook. So that's you know, that's really a lot of content just in one strategy. Twitter, is the next one. So Facebook and Twitter are probably I'd say those are got to be the two biggest social networks at this point. I know Pinterest is really picking up speed. That's not in the back office yet, and I expect to see that back here probably before too much longer.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see somebody pouring on some kind of training about Pinterest and Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I'm not big on those either, but I know they are fairly large and in charge, those particular marketing strategies for a lot of people, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. And these strategies, I mean, they really go into depth and really train you how to attract people to you. So that's really the power of MLSP, is they teach you how to have people attracting to you, where you're not chasing them, they're actually chasing you, trying to figure out how to sign up with you. So that's really the power of MLSP. So,
right.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're a social person, if you're somebody who's just getting into the online world, or you're even trying to build an offline business, and that's you folks watching out there, that's what we need you to understand. This isn't just for the online world. This isn't just for network marketing. This is for any business. If you're a small business, you're trying to run a business from home, you're a landscaper, and you always hear me say the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, because that's what we all were 100 years ago. These strategies work for all of it. If you're a social person and you have a business and you're on Facebook anyways and you're on Twitter anyways, you might as well learn how to use those strategies to your advantage and build your business, whatever that may be. So social networking could be a huge spot for you to be in order to kick your business to a whole new level. Like we said earlier, 1 billion people on Facebook, and all these other ones aren't far behind. I mean, just literally millions and millions of people that are really, a captive audience for you if you learn the strategy.
No, absolutely. That's a very good point. So, let's see. The next one is LinkedIn. I'm not sure if I know LinkedIn is really targeted more for the business community over, Facebook, Twitter has business and personal kind of intertwined within different strategies. LinkedIn is really targeted towards the business industry, and I know a few years back I was looking at some research, and LinkedIn was actually one of the largest places that people, that employers were really looking to hire people, was LinkedIn. So
that's why I avoid LinkedIn. I don't want a job.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's actually a great place, like you said, to find some business-minded individuals. Absolutely.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's there's tons and tons of business people there, and who better to recruit into your deal is somebody that already is familiar with business and how it works. So much easier to talk to somebody that's business-minded already over somebody just thinking about getting into business for themselves. So. Google Plus is, Google Plus. Obviously, Google is the #1 traffic source, search engine. Google loves themselves, so they're really pushing the Google Plus as their social network outlet, and and Google Plus is so integrated into YouTube. So YouTube is the second largest place of traffic, and Google owns YouTube, so I think Google's going to really make a big push towards getting their social network up into the 3rd largest, where Facebook is currently.
Right. They for a while there, they were kind of dragging their feet. Google Plus just wasn't catching on, but obviously this is part of a Google Hangout right here, folks. So you can see that Google has really done a lot better job recently in bringing some better tools to the market. Webinars are huge. It allows us to talk to people all over the world in a real simple format. And like Rod said, because they're all interconnected, there's ways to record this stuff. And when those recordings go live, they're probably going to get a little bit of a kicker because they're all owned by Google. So very interesting stuff there. And Google's buying new stuff all the time.
No, absolutely. That's the name of the game nowadays. These big corporations, they can't beat the competition, so they just buy them. You know, those are.
What happens if they're not a social folks? What happens if they'd like to do something else? What else we got?
Oh, there's all kinds of other stuff in here, so we're just barely getting started here.
All right.
Content marketing. So content marketing is really just when you're creating your own articles, you're doing blog posts, you're doing any sort of content that you're putting out on the network or on the internet. So one of the big things with that is you got to know how to do keyword research. So you can see one of the very first ones here is keyword research. So they go through and really train you, exactly how to go through, do keyword research, because in any kind of content marketing, the name of the game is getting your content to show up on the first page of Google, or or any of the other search engines for that matter, Bing, Yahoo, etc. So keyword research is one of the most important things that you have to learn if you're going to do content marketing. So no use putting content out there on the internet if nobody's ever going to see it. So yeah, nobody's looking for it. Nobody's going to see it. So keyword research is really, really important to find out what people are searching for, how they're searching for it, so that you can, basically build your content around those keywords in order for people to see them in the search engine. So.
Sure.
And keyword research and blogging and video marketing, all of these on this one line are pretty much all really, really integrated. So we tell you to kind of stick to one strategy, but if you choose content marketing, it's really pretty easy to do video and blogging at the same time, just because you're creating if you do video marketing, you're creating a video, you're creating an article. It's really simple just to kind of spin that article a little bit or change it just slightly, and then you have an article for your blog right off the bat. So then you really have two pieces of content that's able to be indexed in the search engines and start ranking. So it's they're really pretty integrated. So if you choose this method, if you're going to do blogging or video, I mean, it's pretty easy to do both of those simultaneously because there's not too much difference. So you got any further comments on that, Paul?
No, if you can, let's just show them a little bit of the video marketing, what's back in the back there. I agree. All that stuff is pretty linked together, all four of those. Content marketing is basically all those, but just show them some of the stuff they have. Things on YouTube training with your buddy Mark.
Yep. So Mark Harbert is actually my personal mentor and who I came into MLSP. And if anybody knows anything about Mark and Frank, they are the video masters when it comes to video marketing. So you can see Mark Harbert has definitely created all of these videos in the back office here. And I don't know how many videos. There's about 7 of them. So you can see these last 2 were actually webinars where he did some in-depth training. This one here is about 2 hours. This one here is another hour. The rest of these are a little bit shorter. So, I mean, there's some serious content back here that teaches you pretty much step by step exactly how to do each of these strategies and, what the ins and outs. And it's just, I mean, it's just phenomenal the amount of labor that a lot of these leaders have put into the content for everybody to learn, exactly what to do.
That's one of the cool things about MLSP is everybody is helping everybody. So it's really pretty neat. The leaders that are in the MLSP system, putting out all of this content for everyone to learn from is really pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just, this community is just amazing. There's a MLSP one, if you decide to do a trial or, decide to use the system, there's a Facebook group that everybody that's an MLSP is part of, and, you can throw a question out there, and I would say within 30 seconds you're going to have an answer from somebody. It's just absolutely amazing how how well everybody just tries to help each other.
Right.
It's a community like I've never seen before.
So paid marketing.
Yep, paid marketing. So, you know, obviously when you're doing content, art or article marketing, any of those sort of things, you know, it's going to take, you know, 90 to 120 days usually for the stuff to really start showing up in the search engines, because, you know, it takes time for all the indexing. So paid marketing is a really good strategy if you know, if you have a little bit of a budget and you want to start getting leads and stuff in like immediately. I mean, literally the same day. So
Right.
Paul and I actually went to a training in Pasadena, and it was a 3-day training. And the last day we really started working on some paid advertising, and we had leads coming in before we even left the building. So I mean, it just shows you the power of paid marketing. It's pretty phenomenal. So anyway, this first one is actually a webinars on air. So that's actually, it's kind of like a Google Hangout, but it's just it's kind of on steroids, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah, where you can really, basically you're putting on a seminar over the web. So you can have, depending on which plan you have, I mean, you can have 25 people up to 5,000 people on that webinar at one time, and you can teach and train and sell to whoever you want. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal. So
the really cool thing like that, it's like for some of you old school folks that might be on the line, is you can do what what our good friend Mickey Bertrand always talks about, belly to belly. He's an old school guy, and he likes to do home meetings, belly to belly in his house. Well, you can do a quote-unquote belly-to-belly meeting with someone 1,000 miles from your home. So you can have people from all over the United States or even all over the globe on with you, like we have tonight. We have people I see from all over the U.S. So that it's a great way to do a like I said, quote-unquote home meeting, and still be able to connect with people that are outside of your area.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. So, you know, and there's a couple of different. I mean, there's really several different types of paid traffic. There's what we call pay-per-click. There's different networks where you can advertise certain things, and you get charged for each time somebody clicks on that. And then there's also a strategy called PPV, which is pay-per-view. So that means that the cost is a lot lower, but you pay every time somebody sees that ad pop up in front of their face, so they don't, whether they click on it or not. So a couple of different things. I actually don't see the pay-per-view training back here. It's pretty similar to pay-per-click, but you know, just get a hold of me. I can run you through that if you're interested in that. Paul and I both do pay-per-view and also video marketing and blogging. So
I thought there was pay-per-view back here, but yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I thought there was too, but maybe they're in the process of updating it. I know that Harbert did a pretty nice webinar on pay-per-view that if you get the training library, you can actually get access to that. There's tons and tons of webinar trainings back there.
Right.
So, you know, and Facebook PPC is something I know a lot of people are using Facebook PPC, and they're getting some pretty good results. And you know, here we can just kind of click on this one real quick too, just to see what it looks like. And it looks like there's just one video, but it's a 2-hour training by Michelle Pesco-Salido that goes into some in-depth, step-by-step. I've been on some of her trainings, and she holds nothing back, man. She walks you through exactly step-by-step. And the nice thing with these, you can play it, you can pause it, do a little bit, go back, play some more. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal.
I was going to say Facebook training and Michelle Pesco-Salido. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that, huh?
Right. That girl's all over the place. Definitely the Facebook queen.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So I mean, so you got Facebook. There's YouTube pay-per-click. There's regular pay-per-click. I do a little bit of that with Bing pay-per-click, and then like we said, PPV and webinars. So those are the main paid strategies there. Then there's banner advertising. I personally haven't done that, but there's some pretty cool stuff that you can do with banner advertising.
I haven't done any banner stuff or solo ads.
No, I haven't done either one of those. I know a lot of people use solo ads. So basically, solo ads are where you send some sort of an ad to people, and they send that out to lists that they have available. So, you know, a lot of people get good results, some not so much. It's just, you know, it's really all about your copywriting abilities. That's
right.
in most of these strategies, it's really all about writing correctly. So, banner advertising and solo ads, you know, I haven't personally done that. I know there's obviously some good stuff back here. Kind of gives you some descriptions of what it is and where to go to get some information on that. Don't really see any training specifically, but most, you know, a lot of these networks that have that, they have their own integrated training, which is probably why it's not specific back here. So anyway, there's, you know, a lot of these things, they have integrated training in all of their things. So.
So I think that's it for the actual strategies, right? The rest of the stuff is kind of follow-up and things.
Yep, I think so. So prospecting. So you know what? You know, a lot of people go, okay, I got leads coming in. What do I do with them? So prospecting really helps you with learning how to talk to people, what to say. You know, how to really help them figure out what their goals are, and you know, in order to point them in the right direction. So. I know Michelle's husband, Bill Pesco-Solito, he is really, really good with the prospecting, and he has a lot of training back here on the prospecting. And there are some scripts back here to kind of help you get started. There's just a lot of information to really help you guys get started on prospecting, especially when you're building online and you start getting leads in. You know how to. You know, the right way to contact them, when to contact them, you know, what to say. And, you know, it's just all about starting a conversation with these guys and figure out what it is they're looking for, and, you know, really put them in the right, point them in the right direction to help them. You got anything else to add to prospecting, Paul?
No, not really. Again, most of this stuff that's left is I see there's free classifieds and stuff like that there. Again, I haven't even tried free classifieds, to be honest with you. I maybe should try and do some of that stuff, but most of this is follow up after the after you've learned your marketing. Then you jump in here and you've got all of your, like Rod said, you've got scripts on how to talk to people. So there's no excuse not to get on the phone and make a phone call, and you'll be surprised how many people that are surprised that you made that call. So you know what, this mindset mastery, I haven't seen that. I need to get down to the bottom of this a little bit more and see some of the other stuff that's here. But MLSP, guys, is really geared towards and really pushes the attraction marketing model, which means you are bonding with people in such a way that they want to do business with you. And, and that's, you know, there's a lot to be said about that. I think it's there's a guy I've been listening to lately. His name's Tom Schreider, and he talks about how everybody wants to make more money, everybody wants to have more time in their life, and yet we start talking them out of that. So we start pitching our businesses to them, and by the time we're done, we've taken a totally qualified prospect and turned them against us. We're to the fact where they would rather not have any time or any money in their life as long as they don't have to do business with us. So, you know, learning this stuff, learning these methods, learning the prospecting calls and all of that is detrimental to your business. You've got to learn how to use that attraction marketing model to your advantage and not against you.
No, absolutely. Very, very good point. Very good point. So, you know, we're in this business to help people, not to shoo them away and put them in the wrong place. So, you know, my mindset is very, very important. You know, in any home business, any online business, whatever it is, I mean, it's really about 80% mindset and about 20% of actually doing stuff. So just to kind of give you some perspective of how important at least we feel that mindset is in this business. So a few other things that are back here in the strategies. They also give you access to the last 3 Wednesday webinars. So MLSP has some webinars on Mondays, Wednesdays. I mean, there's just a ton of training that they offer, and these are all free, absolutely free. You don't even have to be a member to attend these live. You do have to be a member to watch the recordings, but you know, you can attend all of these and learn about MLSP on these different months, and you can see there's a ton of stuff back here. So
no excuse for not being able to find a marketing strategy that will work for you.
Yep, absolutely. And then there was one thing I wanted to just show you guys. If you get access to the training library, this is basically an archive of every single webinar that MLSP has ever done since 2008 when they started. So you can see over here on the right, there's attraction marketing. There's 250 pieces of content out here that you can actually go through and watch. Network marketing training, 278. Online strategies, 237. I mean, it's personal development, 249.
Right.
I mean, it's just, you know, it's just absolutely, it's crazy the amount of information that that they give all of their members. It's just amazing.
Yep, it's incredible. Well, Rod, we're hitting the 7:25 mark.
Okay, let me go ahead and stop the screen share here real quick and go from there.
Man, that was awesome. A nice little look there into the marketing stuff that's available in the back office of MLSP. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's pretty amazing. This system has just completely changed, you know, my mindset, and really teaches you how to market correctly. And like I said, you can see the link right below my little banner there, Marketing Pro Success. If you want to take a test drive, there's a $10 trial for 14 days or a $2 trial for 3 days. If you're not, you know, if you just say it's not for me, don't like it, you can just email support and they'll actually refund your money back for the trial as well. So it's really a no-risk solution.
Guys, do the $10 trial. The 3-day thing isn't near enough. You're gonna get the $2 3-day trial. You're gonna get a day in. Your dog's gonna have an issue. Your daughter's gonna get her dress dirty, and you have to do the laundry. And then there's gonna be a ballet recital, and then 3 days in, you're not gonna look at it at all. Spend $10 and do the longer trial. It's so much better for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no risk. It's really a no risk thing. You can get a refund if it's just like, I just can't do this, you know. But you know, and it's gonna be
coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a little bit overwhelming at first, but you know, just don't let that get to you. Just take it slow, and it's I mean, it will give you a master's degree in marketing. Trust me, there's so much information. You just have to. That's why we really stress to pick one strategy, because it's really easy to get sidebar, because you just, you know, let's look at this strategy, let's look at that strategy, let's go look at this one, and then pretty soon you're stuck in learning mode and not getting anywhere. So we don't know anything about that, right, Paul?
I am the learning king. Yes, I need to switch from learning mode into doing mode a lot. I get stuck in that mode where it's learn, and it happens to a lot of people. So you know, I don't feel bad, I guess, but at the same time, at some point you gotta, you know, that's the one thing about higher education, regular education, anyways, in school. You know that your 4 years are up, they're going to kick you out, and you have to go to work. With this here, I mean, you can learn continuously for years, and you hear people saying, "Oh, I've been in this business for 10 years," and you're going, "Well, do something." You know, it's learn, but at some point in time, guys, you got to pull the trigger and just go for it.
Absolutely. So I think we're gonna start wrapping this up for tonight, and I hope everybody enjoyed the content tonight. Tomorrow is going to be our last show for the week. I'm not sure if we've decided what we're going to talk about. I guess tomorrow is going to be a surprise, right?
I think we're going to do some personal development stuff. You know, that's my favorite, and think maybe we can talk about some of the we can talk about Jim Rohn, or we can talk about some of the quotes of Jimmy or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You want to get me started on Jim Rome, do you?
Absolutely. Get people motivated for the weekend. Guys, the reason, and girls, the reason we're doing the Sunday through Thursday thing is we can put up the recordings Monday through Friday and give you Friday night off. No one wants to listen to us on Friday nights. So, well, probably no one wants to listen to us any night, but at least we're going to give you Friday night off so that you don't have to listen to us on Friday night. So that's why we're doing Sunday through Thursdays at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, and give you Friday nights off. But you can always watch the recordings Monday through Friday as well, or any other time that you want, I guess. But
yep, absolutely. And
great job tonight, my friend. That was awesome. Thank you for taking us on a tour.
Yeah, no problem. And, be sure you guys connect with us on our Facebook page. It's theeveningbuzz.com will get you right to our Facebook page. And, throw some comments in there if you enjoy the show. Any kind of content that you want us to cover, go ahead and throw it in there, and we'll look into getting that on our agenda.
Yeah, maybe there's something that somebody isn't talking about that you'd like to know more about. And again, I'm kind of an offline guy. I'm learning more and more from Rod about the online stuff. So if there's something about offline that you'd like to learn, let us know. Regular business, network marketing, internet marketing, whatever it is, affiliate maybe. Just let us know. If anybody has any comments, by the way, or questions, make sure you pop them in the chat before we go. We will stay online for anybody that has any questions. But if not, we will call it a night. I know there's a little bit of a delay, Rod, so we should always probably give them a little bit of time to. Well, sure. Probably one to wake up from their nap that they're having while they're listening to us, and two to catch the delay.
Yeah, so they can put it in the chat, or if you're on the Google Plus, you can also there is a Q&A option in there as well, so you can throw questions in there. Yeah, and I think basically the Evening Buzz is basically anything to do with home business. Doesn't matter if it's online, offline. If it's how to set up a business, how to, tax tips, whatever. And if you hit our Facebook page, you'll be able to grab all of the recordings from there. Every one of them are listed. So we post the link there every night right before we start the show. And once the recording is up there, then that link's also available to watch the recording. So Facebook page is your best place, or connect with us on Google Plus as well, also, obviously.
Right, and some of the other things we're going to cover, guys, that most of these the webinars and stuff don't, is we're actually going to cover some of the economy stuff as well. A lot of people don't understand that, so we can't fix that economy, but we can teach you how to work in, on, and around that economy. So that it's really important that you know what's going on and be able to make the proper moves in your business to combat that. So we'll go through a little bit of that as well. We've got a phenomenal money management system that we're going to teach you guys here at some point. We might have to break that up into a couple of nights, but it's something my wife and I have been using now for going on 4 years. That literally, guys, if you learn to manage your money, you literally cannot be broke. That's huge. It's a really neat thing. So that's one of the other things we'll cover, and we're going to have some pretty cool content for you, and we're going to have some special guests coming up here very, very soon, as soon as we can bribe somebody.
That's right. So on that money management system, you and your wife went to a 2-day training on that, and you implemented that right after that?
3-day training in Los Angeles, and we actually took at the time, he was 18-year-old son, and he's actually put away more money now in the last 2 years than most older people have put away by managing his finances properly, and it's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of him, and it was just a matter of a little bit of a mindset change for me, especially. I came from the not enough money to go around, money doesn't grow on trees, money can't buy happiness. That's garbage.
Yeah, and just so you all know, he hasn't even shared it with me yet, so.
No, it's really cool. My wife is really the one that implements it all because she really works hard on it. But at first we thought, are these people crazy? There's no way we can put the percentages away that they're talking about. It's not possible. There's no extra. There's always extra, and it's just fantastic. So actually, that's cool. I mean, maybe we'll worry about that next week sometime. We'll do at least part of that to get into that. and because it really is important that you learn to manage the money that you have now, so that moving forward, when you are making 5, 6, 7 figures, 8 figures a year, it's very important that you learn how to manage your money. And that's what you see, these really wealthy people that go broke because they
That's
couldn't
right.
handle the money when they were broke, and then all of a sudden they get these huge contracts and movies or whatever thrown at them. They didn't learn how to manage their money back then. They definitely don't know how to manage multi-millions of dollars, and they're still broke. So really important lesson for everybody. But that's all I've got for tonight, Mr. Davison.
All right, that sounds good. That's the cool thing about this, the evening buzz. We're gonna be covering marketing strategies. Maybe once or twice a week, and some tax tips once in a while, and money management, economy. It's just it's really cool because it's gonna cover all aspects of the home business. So
Mm-hmm.
different days are gonna be good for different people, and mindset and personal development, the whole ball of wax, just kind of all wrapped up into one nice little package, and they're all recorded, so you can watch any of them at any time you want. So that's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Okay, well, this is Rod Davison signing off from the Evening Buzz for this evening, and
This is Paul Charron coming out of Vegas, and we're signing off. Good night, folks.
good night.